What's up, players? It is Thursday, January 18th. This is a first. We're doing site-wide announcements daily. I'm going to bring you guys updates and news about Players Lounge and the community and things. My name is Zach Dixon. I started Players Lounge with three friends, Austin Woolridge, Dan Delaney, and Mark Murphy. We started Players Lounge because we were tired of a bunch of different things about video games, and we wanted to be able to do two things that we really love. We wanted to be able to play video games for money and bet people and win money, lose money sometimes. And we didn't want to put up with the bullshit that comes along with people being able to hide behind a gamer tag and say really fucked up shit. Anyways, I'm gonna give you guys a daily update every day with three things, just so you can learn a little bit more about Players Lounge and who's really behind the company. So my first thing for today is just a little history on Players Lounge. So Austin, Mark, and I all went to college together. We played soccer in college together, and we wanted to start Players Lounge back in 2010 because we played on Gamer Saloon, and we were like, yo, this site fucking sucks. It looks like shit, and the people here are really racist. And I'm Jewish, Austin's black, and Mark's Irish, but whatever. But whenever we would play there or on other sites where you can play video games for money, people were saying really fucked up shit. And like anybody that's like black, Jewish, Mexican, Muslim, if you've played video games long enough, you've heard really, really fucked up shit said to you by some like 13-year-old racist teenager from Alabama. So, we like graduated from college, worked for a few years, and then, we were still like, Gamer Saloon's still kind of whack. Like, we should try doing this. Like, let's start a business. So, one of the issues we face with Players Lounge is that people are like, is this legal? Who are these guys? How is this possible? And so I just want to, clear all this up. We're regular humans. We love doing this. It's my favorite job in the world. I've never liked any other job I've had. We're all buddies from college. We love FIFA and Madden, NBA, Call of Duty, Clash Royale, all that shit. And, the CEO of Take-Two, which is one of the biggest video game companies in the world, he's an investor in Players Lounge. And that's something that we haven't talked about super publicly, but there are extremely successful people in the video game industry that are like, holy shit, Players Lounge is a pretty great idea, and if they can execute on this and do it well, then it could be really, really substantial. So, we started Players Lounge with this investment from the CEO of Take-Two. About 2 years ago, we launched the website. And, one of our mission statements was always to provide the best customer service to our players. And so when any player comes to the site, they always ask about, how does a dispute work, So disputes happen in 1% to 2% of games. And when that happens, it's when one player says one score and the other says another, and a dispute's created. And so there's a little customer service that gets done there. I fucking love doing customer service. I'm a sicko. We do customer service for 16 hours a day on Players Lounge, and we've got a 4-person support team of lifelong gamers who've spent years playing video games for money on competitor websites and hated the way they were treated and didn't like the way admins dealt with customers and didn't like the way other players treated each other. So if you have friends that play video games for money, tell them to come check out Players Lounge, because I fucking guarantee they're going to enjoy it. And if they don't, ask them to message me, because I would love to talk to them about why they didn't enjoy it. I'm happy to get on video calls pretty much all the time with anybody that wants to talk about this. And then the last thing that I'll say for today is we've had a few, just to kind of go back to that point about racist kind of stuff, we've had a few players come over from Gamer Saloon or from other websites and just start saying some fucked up shit in the chat. And so I just want to like clear the air like very, very transparently. There is no First Amendment on Players Lounge. You do not have the right to say fucked up shit about someone's race, religion, sexual orientation, nationality. We have a zero fucking tolerance policy for that. And just to like give you an example, some guys in the chat last night, they were ex-Gamer Saloon players. They come over and they start saying homophobic stuff. Boom, done. They're not allowed to play on Players Lounge anymore. There was a guy who's from Alabama, and he lost a game to a black guy, and he said to this guy in one of our chats, "You should be picking my cotton, you N-bomb." That guy's done, cut off for life immediately, never allowed back. It's 2018, that shit is not cool, and we saw stuff like that happening on other sites, and we were like, this is not appropriate anywhere, let alone on a business. And that's what Players Lounge is a business. So my guaranteed promise to you is that if you play video games on Players Lounge for money, you're gonna get the best fucking customer service experience you've had anywhere. And if you see one person say anything fucked up, I will personally address it. And if you're coming to the site and you're planning on saying fucked up shit, you know, you're not gonna last long. We don't need customers that are saying shit like that, and we don't want you. So if you want to come to the site, talk some shit, play some games, win and lose some money, I would love to have you, and I would love to do 16 hours a day of customer service for you. And just a news alert, we're going to expand to 24-hour-a-day customer service soon. So I'll leave you guys with that. I'm going to send out a message like this every day. Thank you for being a part of the journey. Got a lot of love for all of our players at Players Lounge. See you on the site.